We're going to go ahead and start with Corey. Chris, if whenever you're ready, brother, you can come on in. He's being quiet, so maybe he's having technical issues or whatever. Just drop your, got Michael Merlino in here, Holly, myself, and Chris. So whenever you guys are ready, you can start dropping questions. Google, in specific tonight's Google My Business, we try to do, it's all right. We try to do CTR on other classes. So you can ask him all you want, anything you want. So, okay. Let's see here. Let me remove this. How you doing, bro?
Great. How are you?
Doing good, man.
Good, good.
Let's see here. Oh. Let's see. Patrick, latest on proximity. You got any input on that one, Chris?
Latest on proximity. For us, it's pretty much the same. In order to increase proximity there's two ways to go about it. Either increase the overall authority of the business or go and get more lures, right? Like go get more pins, go create more verified listings. You want to take up more space, create more listings, or become the authority in the space. You can use a million different hacks and spend a lot of time, or the surefire way to gain more space is go get more listings. That's what I like. There's other ways to go about it, but I think either, while you're building the authority of your website and the overall authority of your GMB, you should either be dropping pins or getting more verifieds. I think that's the best way to go about it. The easiest too.
Be on Holly's friends list. So whenever she goes and does her damn CTR drives and she says, "Hey, I'm heading into Houston," you can say, "Yes, ma'am, I went on the list."
See those pictures?
Oh yeah, I remember those pictures.
Yeah, that was a year ago, and I was looking at it, I was laughing because I was like, yeah, that's like a tiny bit of what I have now.
Yeah. I actually have a guy right now. We're building out a foam farm, but it's for different purposes. So,
C. Palmer, what's up, baby?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good. Came in here to say what's up to you. I don't know if I'm gonna be staying around, but haven't seen you in a minute. I was like, let me come show C. Palmer some love. You know what I'm saying?
Good to see
Make
you,
sure
man.
everything is all right.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yeah, it's going good.
First nugget I heard Chris share. So in case I leave, I'll reiterate Chris's nugget, right? Because I just had a metaphor pop in my head as I'm rolling up my joint here. Getting more assets, getting more GMBs, right? Check this metaphor out, y'all. If you're into real estate, right? You could buy a 8-person unit, whatever you want to call it, right? And you're making your money, right? And those are your green grids, right? Like your proximity. That's four stories in the air, let's say, right? And you're going to invest money and time, right? And you're going to start building up, right? You want four more units, right? You're going to go 8 floors up. That's what you guys do when you just keep working on one GMB, right? And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, blowing your proximity out, right? But in the real estate game, right? I think most people confirm rather than build up on something that's already making you money. If you could get another property somewhere else, snatch that up, even if it's a 4 unit, leave it as it is, grab that money, then grab another one. Those are the GMBs. It's like real estate, man. They assets. They bring you money continuously. So I think that was a really good thing, bro. Everybody chases the same. It's the biggest mistake I've made all these years was when the opportunity was there to snatch GMBs in my niche up like cake. I didn't. When it got a little bit harder, I still didn't. And now that it's like almost impossible, I'm like banging my head on the wall trying to figure out every way to do it. Don't be like that. If you know you could get them while you can.
Yep. Because even a untrained business owner, if they get a new verified listing, they're probably going to get about a 0.5 to 2 mile radius around their business without even trying, So depending on the keyword, obviously, depending on the niche, but yeah. Getting more assets. I think that's the best bet. It's not hard to get, around your business.
Hey, Patrick, gold. Yep. Thank you, Jeff. Let's see here. That if you didn't see it yet, that question was about drive stacks. So once I'm done, I'm gonna send them to my 2 favorite drive stack people. What they've done so far, Mike, already taken them 3 days. And I looked at it and I said, "You're not done. You're not done. It's close, but you're not done." So they're working on some more. I was like, "I'm not sending this to Michael. I'm not sending this to Chris. They'll laugh at y'all's asses."
I thought I saw a message saying that. It hit me like later in the day.
I mean, it looks pretty, but I said we still don't have the pearls, and we didn't have the some of the other juicy juice stuff. So they said this is going to take probably about a week to get done. I said, "Yep, it's going to be about a week worth of a price." So
it's definitely a lot of work. What's funny is, bro, I promise you that the one that I showed was not a fully blown. it was put together in like a half a shift, or a shift or something, like real fast. Down the line, not yet. I'm gonna get a couple of them together so people have options and really see, because that's just the traffic hub, like one that I like to use for a traffic hub. But anyway, be interesting to see what starts emerging now, out of the sites.
Yeah, I already told you I'm going to show you, but whenever they're done with it, but I'm still not gonna get a SOP. I'm not gonna take the SOP and give it away. Patrick said San Azel's been working on Mikey's G-Stack since last year. Not the full-blown Godzilla, just a baby. If you see, you got to show Chris that thing, Mike. When I'm telling you, Chris, you'd be like, "What? This thing? Another one?
Intense.
Another one?" It's like, what the hell, man? It is on and 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 on. It's like, what?
And how did Michael? I know it's not GMB related, but how did were you pointing it at a maps listing? Or are you pointing it to a website, or both?
The Google site links to everything.
Yeah. So no, inside the stack, what are we trying to power up?
The GMB mainly, but the money site catches a lot of it too. And there's so much shit embedded on there, Chris, that's like, if you send links to it and stuff, powering up everything.
You use link gopher and see what's in them, bitch. Like, oh my God.
Nice. And everything's performing very well for you.
Those I need to link build to them more, because truth be told, man, I stopped link building so long ago that I really found out that I got lazy, compliant. But so to be honest, right, I just been building these things for so long just as a hub to send traffic, like not link building to them, not really using them for what they really are, to be truthful. Just as one of my hubs to just send different type of traffic through it and to it.
Through it to it.
Now the next thing I'm gonna do is throw some fucking links at it and see if I can I'd have to redo it on a different type of Google site, but try to rank it, because it's not built like to rank. But I'm gonna start testing more now that I exposed that, and it's kind of out there. So now start testing some more stuff. Didn't you rank fucking like New York SEO with a Google site or some shit like that?
Yeah, just a Google site.
Don't be even humble. So he's not gonna answer that goddamn question. Chris did a Google site with lorem ipsum text. Lorem ipsum.
What?
So
there's nothing on the Google
New York
site
City. Ooh, lorem ipsum.
Yeah, but
New York City. He's Mr. Humble, but I'm gonna tell you, he ranked the bitch with lorem ipsum.
But I'm more curious
Yeah.
because if I'm missing some pieces to the maps ranking puzzle from the drive stacks, I'm curious. That's why, because like, yeah, ranking the G site with the stack is relatively simple, but if what I was leading into was out of what you're creating, this monstrosity of a stack, is there a particular element inside of there that you feel is really driving your maps performance? Or like you said, it's the massive amount of embeds.
I'm no expert in this matter. You know, RYS are the experts with this shit, you know, and heavy hitter semantic, them boys, right? But with me, embed everything, right? It's the embeds. And then when all of the stuff, not all of it, but when a lot of it is related to maps, because I make sure it is, right? And I localize it, right? Then that's where I feel I don't have any hardcore proof that it helps with map rankings. You know what I'm saying? But do I have an isolated test like, hey, all I did was build one of these and send traffic? No. Be a good test will be run soon though.
Yeah, but you had an asset that you were doing work on, and then you added that and it poof went up.
So, bro, I can't even say that because I'd have to ask my VA on some newer things because I've been doing these so long that this is nothing new. They all been there for a long time. It's just part of the process. Like we would talk when we had our call, I throw everything at once. So I don't know what did what. All I know is shit turns green, you know, for the most part.
Fair enough. No, I've done plenty of that.
Yo, I haven't
That's
had a
fair.
chance to hop in your group lately, but that's something, but maybe a little more privately. Me and you could test some G sites together, you know, like brainstorm, see what's what, throw it on Agency Assassin or Booster and see if it takes off or whatever.
Yeah, or throw some, just add a couple links in there and
Links.
see
Yeah,
if it jumps
maybe.
it.
Word.
Fair enough.
Chris, link dude. I got millions of links.
You do
You're not
batch
throwing
geos,
links.
Chris?
Jeez.
Oh, sorry, Will. My bad, bro. I didn't even
No,
hear you
you're
talking.
good.
Yeah, I like batch geo. I
Okay.
don't see anything wrong with it. You know, are you meaning like inside of the stack itself?
So yeah, we definitely put those inside of the stack, but just in general, was wondering if that's something you use or anything like it, you know, Easy Map Maker, Batch Geo, whatever. Because I've been using those for a while too. Something I learned from somebody else, but just part of the routine always.
I've utilized them. I just found a diminishing return over time with like the My Maps, and it just seemed like an unnecessary few steps for me. Because I was able to get a result. My objective is to get a result with the least amount of work, right? So I just narrowed it down to, okay, if I do this, I get this, you know.
So you get the results without it, so it's not part of the essential plan. Makes total sense.
Right. Because that's what SEO optimization is, being optimal. You know, so I want to do the least amount of work for the most amount of hit. That's it. And then get the most amount of dollars.
That's what I'm trying to learn from you, Chris, bro. Do the least amount of shit needed, right? Why spend all that extra time and money if it's not needed? Word.
Yep. That's like, you know, like the, like if you ask a professional, they're able to explain a big concept in a matter of a sentence, right? I think it's kind of like that. Like we're trying to limit as much as possible to make it as optimal as possible. That's the objective. Those things, man, they're tough, but I really like, I believe like the Harvard map. That's pretty helpful. You know, I like those. There are some very unique maps that are good, but too time consuming. So they're good, but too much time. For me.
Patrick says, what do you like to use to look at links? Backlinks, link gopher. I remember Michael told me about. Href, SEMrush, Link Whisper. Well, Link Whisper, you're not going to be looking at links in the damn Link Whisper. Screaming Frog. What do you guys like?
So for internal, I mean, Screaming Frog is awesome, but I do like for ease of use and quickness. I got that from Mike, actually. I have it on my system. I like that. That link gopher is pretty sick because it's quick and easy. But a big scan though, yeah, usually scrape box or screaming frog.
Graham, as soon as you get that thing set up, let me know. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna be on that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think I'm going to set up a separate PC, man, and just run it and just have it running 24/7.
Yeah, let me know. And if it once you get it set up, I'm definitely because I'm about to buy another kit for proxies. So
Had an epiphany, man. Like, say you've got multi-logging and you've got like a 300 account, plan, and you set up you go and buy your aged Facebook accounts and whatever else you want to get, and then you set up like team remote, so you could have a VA anywhere in the world just hopping in. I could put a post up on my Facebook page saying, "Hey, check out my offer on my GMB," and just have all these little dudes. That's pretty good organic traffic, isn't it? Like, that's pretty authentic.
you can have a VA. I have a VA setting up a phone farm right now. So
Hey, Graham, that's what I have on my Android network.
that's where she has her Android network too. So, but yeah, I can't drive, but I will have a phone farm. I don't give a shit. Put some GPS shit on it and let it take off. All right. So how to get into Harvard? How to get into Harvard Maps?
Yeah, I have a complete walkthrough on YouTube for that one. I could get the video for you if you want. It's not hard. It's pretty easy. Let me see if I can find it for you. Couple steps. I think it's like 5 minutes it takes.
Want to learn how to create.
Sheesh.
My wife, every time we're in the bedroom, I'll turn on Chris and we have this 50-inch TV and you'll see, why don't we?
Blast.
And she's like, calm down, chill out. Don't be yelling at me like that. Dustin, yeah, I don't have too much to do today. So luckily I ain't got a crap ton of stuff to do today. So yeah, call me or message me and we'll talk about that. Questions, get some questions in here, guys. You got us all in here and need to get some questions. I got 30 something of you in here. Okay. If I don't get any questions, I'll give Chris the damn free. I won't even run a random number checker. I'm serious. Get some questions in here. I'm going to say, Chris, pick whatever the fuck you want off of Rank Fortress. I swear, yeah.
Nice.
I'm telling you,
All right.
I'll do. So y'all just go ahead and be quiet. Me and Chris will talk to each other. Y'all.
Well, listen, I'm like the only one to ask questions so far. If I just keep going, do me and Chris get to choose what we want? Or we don't? Because, bro, I'm on Wednesdays. I'm here Thursdays, like asking questions. You let me know. Hey, Chris, I'm waiting for that Harvard Map YouTube URL, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scanning through the videos because I probably didn't name it Harvard Map. I either named it Link.
I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, right? But like, I promise you, bro, these people are crazy, Will. Because I'm gonna start putting it on my schedule and get all the questions I have, and then you're gonna kick me out because Chris and Holly and everybody gonna be like, Mike, get out of here, man. We ain't sitting here answering all these questions. These people are sleeping. Like, you got the dude right here. Ask him what you want to ask him. Like, are you kidding me?
Here we
Struggling
go.
with
About
anything?
time.
Here we go.
Yeah. All right, Patrick. I can always count on you, bro. Do you use offers for free this on a GMB to increase traffic to the GMB or website?
Not organically. If I'm trying to run a traffic campaign, if I have a client that doesn't want to play ball, but they have money, I'll set up an offer in order to run Facebook through there. So I could get traffic to the asset. But that's really the only reason why. I mean, sometimes they'll run coupons like organically, but they never get any traction. So I like to utilize those offers for paid traffic.
Blair, what does anyone use Hootsuite or a similar platform to post what new updates to a GMB?
Wait,
Do you use a platform to actually do your GMB posts?
I don't do posts.
I've used Local Viking, One Up app, and something else I can't remember. Never used Hootsuite though.
Guess what tool just incorporated GMB posting into their platform, and it's probably something that most people are familiar with. But I'm just gonna let the cat out of the bag. So Go High Level I think 2 weeks ago, has fully integrated scheduled GMB posting inside the platform, which is pretty sick.
Nice.
So and then it does social media. So it does your Facebook and your GMB inside that platform. So it's like for $97 a month, you get a GMB, like you get a whole list of stuff, man. It's crazy.
It's Rise.
So what is the theme for tonight? Like what kind of questions do we get to ask Chris? Like
Google
anything?
questions.
Whatever you
anything.
want. Go ahead. Yeah.
Share my feelings with the group, huh?
Tips on building a bigger brand to rank a GMB. Will Recob asks.
Yeah,
Sorry
sure.
if I shot your name.
No, it's okay. I seen it and I'm like trying to get to it. Recob, building a bigger brand. I made a post the other day. It says, SEO is branding, pay-per-click is branding, funnel building is branding, GMB posts are branding.
Consistency and patience.
Bingo. Everything you do is branding. Like more content, the better. Are you posting, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's tons to me. More assets out there.
I added in this one. Let's see.
You mean to tell me, Bill, that if I just do the basics, I'll start ranking? Holy shit, what a novel idea.
Yeah, that's the tough thing most of the time. They don't understand it's the freaking basics and there's gotta be some hack.
Yeah, give me the silver bullet. I want the blue pill off the page when I go. So Chris, I got a question for you. So I was able to check out some of your like CTR manipulation a while back, and I didn't know if that's evolved into something different because it looked like you were kind of you were setting up something with emulators, VAs, and stuff like that. And I didn't know if you've expanded that or has it changed any or.
Yeah, so I found that that particular platform at first I quit offering that one. Mostly because most people don't have the resources on their home PCs in order to run that. I was getting users coming back like with laptops and whatnot, and it was relatively hard for them. I pretty much left that particular project at that.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, you don't have to answer it, but is there like a different tool that you're using now or a different approach to it or?
No, it's pretty much the same.
Nice.
What's the number one thing, Joseph? I can't say the last name, but Joseph, what's the number one thing I can do to improve my GMB?
Number
YouTube
one.
citation.
Say that again, Holly.
YouTube citation.
Yep.
For one thing,
YouTube citations.
you can make them pop in 5 minutes with them. You do them the right way. If you don't do them the right way, then you can't.
YouTube
Interesting
citations.
little thing that I have done. I never even understood why until you said there was because I just it was just when I started getting to YouTube, Holly, was the only backlinking I did on a project was I did the blog, did the YouTube stack, put it into the blog and then did it into a press release and it popped green into like about a 40-mile radius and about a 500,000 population. So
I looked at some of your citations, like on the St. Louis one,
hmm,
and I know you're in my, if you watch my week 1 and you do it that way, you'll be able to pop it faster too. But I think the most powerful way to pop it is a YouTube citation. I mean, period for me.
Max, some suggestion to use the level 10 local guide accounts. He bought them from a legit guy. How long a fake GMB account made by such a guide would stick?
I personally steer clear of the local guides.
Yeah.
I mean, I steer clear of those. Generally,
They're so abused that,
I just think that, I've covered this numerous times. I just think that the amount of local guides that are out there are slim to none. There's not that many. And then on top of that, how was the guide created? How fast was it created? Has it been over time? Are all the reviews created within the same proximity like a normal person? Or are they all over the place? So, I just steer clear.
Jamie Monroe, big players in the house. I mean, there are people that can go back to the local guide account. There are people, I could make a local guide level 10 in a matter of 24 hours or less. So, and does that make it legit? No. I mean, it's not hard to do. Really, it's not.
Yeah.
But are they
do you use them?
are they authoritative? Huh? Do I
Do you
use
use
them?
them
No,
all?
I don't. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Not any. I
mean,
show
they're-
people how to make them. I show people how to make them because they wanted to know how to make them. And it's so damn simple. It's like you can do reviews, you can do the edits and all the stuff that takes forever. I can give you 50,000 images and upload them, bitch, over various different, if you will, GMBs, and voila, you're a level 10 guy. And that's how most people sell them. They just upload random BS to someone's GMB. And then they turn around and sell you a local guide for, about $100 or something.
I think that there is a time though that I like local guides. Like if you're looking at the most relevant results underneath a listing for a client or whomever, and one of the 3 is actually a negative. A lot of times to push those down, a local guide will do that. A local guide a lot of times, yeah, they're going to be most relevant.
Does anyone know how to change location on local Falcon to the latitude and longitude for the embeds?
What in the search
do you
tool?
use? Yeah, the search tool, you can just move the dropper wherever the hell you want. Even if it pulls up the GMB and says the GMB is right here, I can drag and drop it wherever the hell I want. If that's what you're talking about.
And to touch base on, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Well, that question, we breezed over it, like with the tool for posting. I don't want to leave it at not posting because it's not that we don't post. It's generally either I will suggest to the client to get a tool that can consistently post, but usually what I'm doing is setting up a posting silo. So, you can go in there and refresh it because I want to build links to those posts. I don't want them to die. So yeah, just as a.
It's not that he doesn't build, if you will, do GMB posts. He does other things to GMB posts. Rather get them in there, get silos in there, and then do things to those posts. Same thing when I was talking about sending traffic to posts. So.
Yeah, I want that URL to have authority. I don't want it to be a brand new post every time. So.
Patrick, what about building an email list for an SEO client or your own rank and rent, then emailing offers for free services or starter pricing just to get clicks to your website in GMB?
You would need to have a massive list.
Yeah, and then clicks are not going to be necessarily a good thing, are they? How long did they stay on the web page you sent them to, the offer you sent them to? What did they do? Did they just go there and leave, or did they stay? You know, I have a right now, my mailing list is close to 300,000. Okay, so, and I use them for push notifications and stuff. But what I do is I have to segment that email list so I know who's going to open, who's not going to open, stuff like that. So.
And did they just bounce off of there? Like, do they click through to another page?
Got it.
You know, that's might get them to that page, but did they go to another one? Because it's not going to be counted if they don't, at least in analytics.
Janet, to everyone, if you're in the top 3 in organic to get better maps, do I need brand searches? You're in the top 3 and you want to get better. Is there like, excuse me, but is there another top 3 or something that I don't know about? If you're trying to get in the top 3 and you're in the top 3, I mean, you mean be number 1 and you're in the top 3, you're number 2 or number 3 and you want to be number 1.
Yeah, that's
If you want to be number 1, just keep pushing, doing the same shit that got you to number 3. Sanat Shaw. So if you have to start from scratch, what one business model will you choose? Rank and rent, GMB, SEO for client, affiliate, website? Newbie questions.
affiliate.
If I was to redo everything all over again after talking to Craig that one time, fuck everything else. Go after affiliate. Hands down. After I seen what, I'm like, oh my God, man. Like, I never touched affiliate till probably last year. Yeah. Rank and rent's a joke, you know, for the most part. Would you rather $100 for a call or, you know, $80, $90 every fucking click? You know, just saying. Bambi Cocker. And the right way to do a YouTube citation is go into Holly's mastermind. That's how you get it. If she goes over it in there and she's not going to come over and go over it in here. If you want to see how I do citations, go back to St. Louis Sod. So that was when I was first starting YouTube. That's not even, I haven't even, I don't even do any changes on citations. I haven't advanced anything. YouTube is mainly now as I'm doing it for my own personal brand. So let's see real quick.
I want to agree with you too, Will, the rank and rent. Rank and rent is not for the faint-hearted. It is definitely a lot of hard work.
I ran a rank and rent program, as Graham knows, and I quit running it because most people that are in rank and rent, my opinion, what my opinion is, most people that are in rank and rent have been sold a get rich quick scheme. And therefore they think I throw a GMB, throw a website up and I'm going to rank and the money's just going to start coming in. And that's a bunch of bullshit. That's not how it works. Think of it as a business. Most people look at their GMB. I need a quick hack. I need this, I need that. Think of it as a business, or just fail, keep failing because you don't want to deal with things on the business level, you know. Joseph, tell me more about YouTube citations. Once again, go to Holly's mastermind. And you can get there to hollystarks.com, her, if you will, her candy shop. Yeah.
I can come in maybe next week.
And next Tuesday, if you want, next Tuesday, Craig is not going to be here because he's on vacation or going out of town. If you want to come in on Tuesday and do it.
Or you're going
What now?
Can we not record it and tell the people we're not?
Yeah, we can not record it. I'm just going to tell them we're not going to record it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that next week.
Show up or don't get it. It's that simple.
That's fine.
Yo, Will, you want some raw feedback? No, matter of fact, maybe how many designers you have working for you? Website design.
Me?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah,
no. You're talking about designer, like graphic designer, or you talking about web designer?
like I ordered some websites from you, right? I just happened to be checking spam on some email I really use, and 2 of the websites I ordered are sitting there, right? So I looked at one and I was like, oh, this looks pretty nice, right? Then I looked at the second one and I'm like, oh no, this shit is fire. Now the first one don't seem so good. I'm just wondering how many different
No,
designers
we
you
have about 6 web designers. Kurt's, I know generally speaking when it's Kurt.
So the ones I had is Chris.
Kurt is my number.
and
No, I have to
Lawrence.
see. Yeah, Lawrence is pretty
Lawrence
good.
is the one that the site I'm looking at right now is beautiful, bro.
Yeah, Lawrence has been with me for about, I want to say about 7 months. And the other one, Chris, probably about 8, 9 months too. Kurt's
Wow,
been with me
this
the
is
longest.
nice. Yo, I don't know if y'all have ever ordered sites from Will, but this is unbelievable.
Let me get a taste, Mike. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, hell
Get that
no.
link. Come on, man.
He got
Come on, let
plenty
me
of
see.
demo. He got
Send
plenty
me-
of demo sites.
Send me a snippet. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, this is
Um,
nice.
Dude, I like the way that some of those sites are built that William does for sure, man. What do you
And for the price, like,
yeah, what was the price?
I mean, it was cheap.
on
I got one of
sale
the
right
specials he
now.
had going on. Yeah, like under
10
$200.
10-page website, 10,000 words of content, first month of SEO, $150.
Yeah,
Chris is about-
I think. Well,
he's
I
like,
think
"Oh
I
my
paid a little
God."
bit more, which is fine. 175, I think it was. I was like, is this real, bro? I ain't even gonna lie. When I ordered that, you my guy and everything, right? But I was like, this shit can't be that nice. I'm gonna wait and see. The first one, which now does not look that good compared to this one, still
Well,
has.
here's why I do that. You know, the only real reason I even do their specials, the 20 page is like $350 with 10,000 words of content SEO. My boys come to me. Mind you, we're dealing with several hundred clients. There's no reason for them to be bored or out of work. And they say, you know, sir, we need some more work. We're like slow. I'm like, what the hell do you mean you're slow? And then I go look at everything. I'm like, okay, so you're caught up. And yeah, they're caught up. I said, give me 5 minutes. And I dropped the first offer the first time I ever did it. It's like, so right now we got 10 new websites. Are you still slow? No, we're good. We're good. We're good. It's like, you know, so that's why I started dropping those offers. It wasn't like I went, hey, I need the money, because I have people will be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You're hurting the industry. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Get the fuck out of here with I'm hurting the industry crap.
Oh,
If I'm hurting the industry, you come buy your shit for me and then turn around and sell it. Maybe it's a sales issue, not a hurt the industry issue.
bro, like that's what I'm saying. Not for y'all know I'm not into sales and all that, but like for people that are, or if your back is against the wall and you can't sell this type of website that I'm looking at right here to somebody for at the crackhead price minimum 500, you bugging, and that's still doubling up, almost or really tripling up, depending on, I mean, that's crazy. Bro, I seen somebody tell me recently, right? Not seen, like they told me, hey, Mike, look, there's a template. Like I get, you know, a couple $1,000s for this all day. And I was like, same template? He was like, yeah, I'm not redoing it over and over.
I had a client call me. He told me, oh, he's a good friend of mine too. He said, you know, he just out of nowhere, he goes, you know how much I sold that restaurant website you did for me for $350? I said, no, but I hope you made some good money, because he's a good friend of mine. And he said, I made $3,000. I was like, it don't bother me. I mean, as long as y'all are making money, I'm just trying to help people make money. Anybody knows anything, it's just make the money. Go get it. It's not that difficult. You know. Thank you, babe. My wife just showed up.
This shit just made my night right here.
Yeah. Let's see, Patrick. I get confused about using the word redirects. I used to buy expired domains, redirect them at the host, but I heard Chris say you can do JavaScript redirects. The problem with that is the redirect takes time and the site is shown before it redirects. And I've also heard redirects being used means the URL shorteners, redirects, WordPress Amplify, blah, 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 blah. Help. Number one, I'm going to tell you, if you want to listen to someone with SEO, right? most analytical, if you will, person that I know will probably figure out anything is probably going to be Chris. Stop listening to 5, 6, 7, 8 different SEOs. When it comes to, if you're going to listen to someone in regards to certain things, listen to like 2 or 3 people. That's it. Chris being the main one. I watch Chris every day.
Thank you.
So I'll see him say stuff and it's just like, take notes. You know, if he says to do it a certain way, that's the way you should do it, in my opinion. I'll tell him, for example, just buy this service. He's like, no, I want to figure it out. So he's the guy that's going to figure it out because he loves SEO. You know, so listen to him, Patrick. I mean, when it comes to redirects, and I mean, I could go and Chris, let me go into your channel. Watch this, see if I can find something on redirects for you, Patrick. Redirect.
Well, the redirect. So I'll break that down. I can breeze through that one.
And yes, he does have a video, and it's called 301 Redirect Expired Domains SEO Tips 2021. So I'm telling you, if there's any question you have, you don't even have to go to Google. Just go to Chris Palmer YouTube channel, enter in the keyword, and I guarantee it'll come up. Guarantee you. But go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. So the redirects you're talking about from the site, that's like, 301s, things along those lines, maybe from the registrar, you might do that too. That's a form of a redirect. Then you could do the redirects, what you're talking about, where it takes a long time to load, time-based, right? Or event-based, which could be like a meta refresh kind of in a way. That's considered a redirect in a way. Then the JavaScript redirect, sometimes it will take a little bit of time, but with the JavaScript redirects, that's the point. Sometimes I want to get credit for the words that are on the page before it makes the redirect. I want the link equity, but I want that to be counted. So a lot of times what you're going to do, we'll just say, for instance, if I'm trying to rank, if I want to win, let's just say, for instance, over here, I don't know, a crypto casino, right? But in order to rank, maybe I'm gonna show this, I don't know, a nursing home page that's well optimized, and then it actually JavaScript it actually redirects over to here, right? So that could be one instance. I'm just saying. And then there's non-time based events. That's a form of a redirect, and that's cloaking. So yeah, there's a lot of different forms. That pretty much takes care of everything that I know of. I'm sure there's other ones, but
Hey Chris, I just want to clarify something that you were just saying. So if it's because I don't know if we both would agree on it. That's what I'm wondering. So if you're saying it's a Java redirect, like instant Java redirect, are you saying that Google doesn't read the content, or they do read the content?
they do read the content.
Okay, that's not what I heard you say, so that's why I was clarifying.
Oh, well, darn.
Well, that's okay. I wanted to clarify it because I was going to argue with you otherwise. So
Oh, yeah, they read it. Yeah,
Wanted
that's
to put you in a headlock.
that's why I was like,
He's gonna put you in a headlock is all.
yeah, and that's the point of it. Like, that's one of the points of it. It passes the power and it reads the content. That's why it's such a magical little thing. Yeah.
Max, you do local guide accounts, simply dropping pics, unmanaged GMBs, but this one's different. Yeah, I understand. Patrick, thanks for the YouTube link, Chris. But I promise you, if you got a question, what I normally do, I'll go to Chris's channel. I'll go to the search bar. I'll type it in and I'll see it. And a lot of times when he goes live, I promise you, just like Holly she says she takes her shit down. Chris doesn't use, sometimes he says he's going to or not, but you'll sit there he'll be on there for 4 hours and I'll jump on and usually catch like one little nugget, and that one little nugget's enough for me. So go to his channel, look up anything like that.
That's what Chris is doing on there. I was wondering, I was like, dude, what's he doing? He's like streaming for like 4 hours, which is teach their own, right? And I think you probably download the video and then
one little thing. Yeah.
And then you chop it up. Hell yeah, I would leave those videos up too. I mean, if somebody's going to spend 4 hours watching your freaking video to find the one golden nugget in there, so be it, right? Your watch times go through the roof, It's like,
I'll
hey,
sit there. I'll literally, because I have my bedroom is in with my studio now, and I'll literally just play it and sit there and listen while I'm on the bed or whatever, and I'll hear him say like one thing, and it's like, aha. I know it.
wondered because like I see it in my feed
Mhm.
sometime. I'm like, oh, there's Chris. He's live again over there in the corner, just lurking.
Yeah, I fall asleep to listening to Chris too.
Yeah.
I had to buy these special like little headphone things that goes around here, so so when I turn on my side, it was pierce my ear. I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I gotta listen to Chris. He's going tonight. Damn it."
The first time I seen Chris on YouTube, I had so many questions. So many questions. You're very animated in your YouTube videos. You know what I mean? Like it's very textbook classroom style. And then there's Chris moving his head, moving his hands. He's like bringing it from the boots, right? Like I'm like, what is going on, man? This is not like, go watch a Neil Patel video and then go watch a Chris Palmer video side by side.
How are you on stage, Chris? Are you the same? Or a little bit more,
Yeah,
calm?
in person, as much as he moves on screen, he does that in person. I'm like, dude, stand the fuck still and just talk. Don't move. He bounces everywhere.
That's what my wife's like. She's like, what is he on? Because he's
always yeah, he's same.
It's SEO. It changes everything, man. It
Caffeine.
changes everything.
Yeah.
That's it. I can tell you he's on BAM. He's on BAM and chewing tobacco. That's about it.
No, that's
A lot of it.
Those are bangs, man. Those are bangs. Those are
Oh,
special.
thanks. Yeah, they're pretty good. Pretty good.
I have instance using my LG, but they are legit local guide accounts. Yeah. You mean it's legit. You've used it for an authority. You're using it in that specific area, I'm going from Sweden to Florida overnight like this constantly. You're in one area doing certain things, are you going to a coffee shop, building up, if you will, the profile? Are you gonna, look like you're some crazy, person that does all types of craziness? And you need to build, what's this person? I hate to say it like this, but a profile, like they're white, they like this type of music, they go to this type of place, they do these type of things, not, hey, I did this one day, the next day I'm at the strip club. I went to church, but the next day I'm at the porn shop.
Oh,
I'm just saying, giving you, you got to build up an actual profile of the person. You know what I'm saying? And stick to it. Do you suggest creating, Max says, do you suggest creating a G site and G stack for every single blog page? We want to rank maybe the middle of the funnel ones. I would tell you, Max, go look at CTR manipulation class and what you want over Google site. And you'll see how much content is created and how many keywords he's going after. He's going after every single brand term, every keyword term, every keyword plus brand possible under the sun. Patrick, I'm looking for a real good way to combine sales funnel on a landscaper's WordPress site, a funnel that has 2 upsells and an order bump. You guys ever mess around with that sort of stuff? You see that, right, Patrick? Click funnels, right? Yes. I don't do it on WordPress though. I do it on ClickFunnels.
G site
But-
should mirror the website you're trying to win.
Yeah. Now, I'd prefer not to make 19 million like Craig. I mean, he showed an affiliate deal. It was like 3 or 4 million pounds. And I was like, holy shit, what is pounds to US dollar? It was like, I called my boy up, Jason, the next day. I said, screw agency work, affiliates.
Affiliate's nice. Yeah, you
You
get a
know.
couple cash-ins too, I think.
And ever since I talked to Craig, I've been seeing Affiliate Lab with Matt Diggity, because Chris, I watched his freaking video and now all I see is Matt Diggity popping up on my shit.
Yeah.
Like, Matt, you got that retargeting on point.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like Diggity, man. I know some people don't
I like
I-
him.
I like him, man. I
He's
like
a
him
real
lot.
cool, to me, he looks like a cool, calm character.
Super,
He doesn't look
yeah.
like he's crazy. He's got 7 businesses, all over $1 million each.
Calls me a
Nice.
princess. I don't know why he calls me a princess, but he calls me
Yeah.
a princess every time I talk. Princess.
You know what term my website's related to now that you mentioned princess? I don't mean it. I'm just saying. Tony was showing something for YouTube yesterday and my keywords that were popping in, Holly.
Yeah.
YouTube SEO queen.
That's funny.
And I was like, don't be trying to give me that term. Yeah, but Holly's in there. So, and then Chris, now whenever I go to do my YouTube, it's recommending I put Chris Palmer SEO. I'm like, putting Chris Palmer SEO in my shit. It's a Chris. No, I'm just kidding with you, but that was funny when I saw it yesterday. Sanit, I missed the Craig call, need to get his course. Yes, he has a mastermind too, so go in there and get his mastermind. And you know, I don't know who he has on. Like Holly has one different person in her masterminds, one different person once a week. Chris has his mastermind. I mean, so everybody, and we're almost all into everybody's mastermind. So give us a link for Holly's mastermind. Drop your link, Holly, if you can, Joseph. hollystarks.com is her goodie store. Jeff, they all have their own style example. Correct.
Sure.
If you want a sample of the websites we build, go to rankfortress.com, submit a support ticket, and I'll send you a list of about 100 plus websites. Take your pick, everything from doctor, lawyer, CBD, medical marijuana clinic, home services, whatever you want. Moving companies, all of it. Dennis Casey, I have a small group of local friends I want to use to do real local CTR. If they do the searches from their phones each day, will all the searches get counted, or will Google see the same devices and not count repeat visits?
I'll count them.
So the sod installation, St. Louis in the past GMB course, the guy, you know, this, so Jeff, so you don't feel bad, because me and Jeff are dealing with something else right now. Sod installation, didn't have a website prior to me doing his site. Guys got a site done, got it ranked, did like, I don't know, 50,000 words of content. He's cranking, making six figures, packed out to the rim. He's a business owner. Guess what happens? Take a guess. Whoever guesses it right, I'll tell you. Well, he doesn't renew his domain name, doesn't renew his hosting.
Somebody bought the domain and rebuilt on
I
top
don't
of
know
it.
yet. I've said this a couple of times, but I still have the I still have a backup of the website. Thank God in that case.
Or redirected it to themselves.
So now he's having to rebuild the entire website, and he's building another website. So you can look at St. Louis on the videos, but you're not going to be able to actually see the website because the website's down, unfortunately for him. Holly says, if you had 20K to invest, where would you invest it to get a return within a few months for the very least amount of work?
So how much money do we have? Did you say
$20,000.
Oh, okay.
It's 1 million pesos.
1 million pesos. So we're just talking about website organic. I think the very first thing that I would do is invest in designing somebody that's really good for conversion rate. So that'd be step one. Step two is I would allocate probably a mass majority of that budget to content and structuring of the site. And then whatever else was left would be links.
So I made Jeff, he just said, William made me 120. I made him 120 websites. So 120. That was when me and Jeff first met. Me and Jeff first met about 2 years ago, I believe, when I first got started, and I had probably about 8 or 9 clients. Sanit Shah, here you go, Dustin. William, please start accepting payment in crypto. I want to place orders, but I don't want to use my fiat.
I have a question. What will Holly do? I want to hear Holly answer her own question.
Well, so it just I didn't mean to have it happen, but I'll have the extra money on the 28th. So what I'm actually gonna do is buy, so this is not related to SEO at all, but I'm going to buy, just a minute, sorry. Is it called Metaverse Blackout? Their blackouts right now are minting at 1.8 ETH. So I'm gonna buy, I think 5 of those and stake them.
This is Dustin's realm,
What's
FYI.
what was the question about crypto? I mean, I know about the accepting crypto, right?
What are you gonna invest in, Holly, again?
It's called, I think it's called Metaverse Blackout.
Is it an NFT project?
Yeah. If you look up Metaverse Genius and then just type in Metaverse Genius Blackout, they're minting right now, and I think there's almost 4,000 more to go. And they should still be up there the next.
Dustin's on my friends list, Holly, if you want to contact him, but that's his whole world. He just sold his website that is a blog for crypto for over 100 G.
Really?
It's gone. We sold it.
120K, so 116 or $18,000.
And now I'm building a 7-acre homestead.
So I'm a blog for all you people that don't believe blogs rank and sell.
Blogs are freaking life, man. You can make a shitload of money blogging. It's not that hard.
Alfredo, William helped me with 2 website builds and helped me make some money. $2,400 a guy was super happy. Awesome, Alfredo. Patrick.
You ordered Jimmy equipment downstairs.
Okay, I'll be down in a minute. Michael, didn't you wake up one night and Chris was still coaching? Yep. Meta redirect, how do you do that? Graham, I'm gonna give this, because I gotta go downstairs and take care of something. I may or may not be back. If I'm not back, Graham, can you do a random number, or Chris or anybody, do the random number generator? Whoever wins goes to rankfortress.com, picks out whatever they want. I'm gonna do my best to be right back. It should take me like 10 minutes, but y'all guys will probably be still going. I got Chris in here, so y'all should definitely be. Oh, let's see here. Where are you at, Graham? But be right back in 1 second. Make co-host, make the host. Yes.
I've got a question for you, Chris. You know how much I love my GMBs.
Sure.
You know, like we've all come across those GMBs that you know, are unclaimed all the time. Do you know of anybody or anyone at all, or have you yourself put any effort into, you know, tricking Google into creating those via different methods? Because obviously Google's picking up the tracks, yeah, it's picking up those signals, and it's worked out through its AI that there is a legitimate business here. The business owner is completely oblivious to Google, like a lot of them are. And, you know, it's like a doctor that I have as a client, you know, his GMB was been there for years, never been claimed. Because obviously people were, you know, going there and seeing him and all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, there's got to be a way to be able to make that happen. Like, I know it's probably a longer route to do that, but it's probably one of those cases that as Google's shutting down all these little avenues, you know, these GMB hacks, which they are, maybe this might be all we're left with.
Yeah. You know, what I would focus on is a bulk blast of authoritative links containing location information and AP. Building out the business directory listings as if the business already exists. backed up with video citations. Doesn't hit every time, but it's certainly accomplishable, is what I found. For sure. And then as far as, you know, I know that was floating around for a while, like seeing those points of interest, you know, that's an avenue that you could possibly look into if you're trying to verify. I think. I don't know if that was in here. I'm not sure, but I think I heard you guys talking about that. But we went out. Oh, I think did my screen go off? Oh no, sorry. It was just I was looking at something. So yeah, I think that I think that's we were in here talking about that. But me and a friend of mine, Simon, we were really going into that, trying to figure out, well, how are these auto-generated? Not necessarily the actual businesses, but generating the points of interest. Like how is that accomplished? Like getting listings to magically show up or ranking unverified listings is one way to do it. But another route is the points of interest. You can either go in and claim them, or more importantly is how do you go about actually generating them? So that's been a little bit more difficult, but we might be onto something soon enough. Pretty soon, you know, or, you know, at least we think we are.
Covered this before, but I had a really strange event that I was completely discombobulated. And I had my agency GMB at my house, and I did a search on LeadX, and I thought, you know, let's see who else is out there that maybe might have this name in the world or locally. And I saw a GMB comes up in the center of Sydney, in the CBD, and it's LeadX. I'm thinking, what's going on here? And it had my mobile number on it. And I'm thinking, last time I worked in Sydney was like, you know, 18 years ago when I was a financial planner. I don't even know where this thing came from. So it says, do you want to, you know, is this your business? Do you want to claim it? Well, of course I do. So I did, and the text message came through to my mobile.
Oh, so it already, so then there's, and that's something I've been running into with the claiming the businesses, is some of them, a lot of them some of them go through, some of them are postcard, and some of them are a phone number. I have been getting luckier claiming and it going right through, but not as lucky lately. But so there must have been a lot of instances out there, you know, directories, maybe perhaps other authoritative sources that are containing that name, address, phone number, or at least some variation thereof. So that's, you know, you've seen that. And then, you know, what's really cool too, is there's a lot of businesses in all the different niches. Well, I'll just state one, like say you're in the chiropractic niche, and then you have like ZocDoc. If you go through their little program, they're able to go in there and just create them for you. Did you ever notice that? Like, that's just one, but I've been noticing this with all kinds of niches, you know, wellness clinics, any type of this kind of stuff that we're trying to get, you know? So yeah, that's another avenue, you know, because for, I think it was $47, I'm now paid ZocDoc member. You know, how many privacy cards can you get? I don't know. But yeah, there's a little bit, few more hoops there, but I think it's accomplishable that route to get these things. I think it's a lot easier to, I don't know. They're all, it's not as good as an instant though. That's for sure. And then too, I don't know what kind of rules there are. They're like, you know, imaginary locations with imaginary license numbers. I don't know what the rules are there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the incidents are they're still happening. There's another hack that's still in the rounds at the moment, and it was like an ancillary hack for a course that we bought on instant verifications. One of the methods is obviously the slow and steady wins the race, you know, building out those digital footprints, and like a fine bottle of wine, just letting it, you know, sit. But the other one was like, you know, go hard, go fast. But it looks like they've closed that loophole down. So you'll get postcards out of it. But as soon as you enter that code, suspension.
There was something, I don't know if it was a public deal or maybe it was given something, but it was a long time ago it came out. It might have been in a private group or something I was in, but at the time it was like imaginary, like, oh, this doesn't work, like maybe it'll work. And what they were doing was grabbing names and phone numbers from the white pages, so validated people, and then going through the process and setting up the GMB with the validated people with the numbers, creating the 10, and then letting those age. And the success rate was much higher. I don't know if you've dabbled with that at all. Kind of like what you're saying, letting them age. There's something there too. I hate sitting though. It's a pain.
You're like me. Let's just make it happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man. I've tried the citation trick, as well, and like trying to use the fast method and also letting it percolate. And I can't see any advantage out of it. Actually, you're better off just going hard and going fast.
So you mean the citation as in structured citations or unstructured citations at scale?
I'm just doing like local Aussie citations. Like I'm not going crazy. I'm not doing like 300-400. I'm just doing like 50 or 60. And I've got like in the back of my mind, I'm sort of thinking, if I was Google, I'd be sitting there thinking, local business guy, he's a mower or a plumber or whatever. Why would he be running out getting 300, 400, 500 citations? That doesn't make sense. Hello, it's I don't know, man. I'm just trying to outsmart the fox and try and make it look as organic and as legitimate as possible, if that makes sense, without sticking my head up. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Oh, I mean, for a regular business owner, I mean, I could see taking it slow, but I thought maybe for like what you were speaking of, like trying to get these things to validate for you, like verify for you, or trying to get them to create stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying different methods. Like I did your course, that quick one that you had. That's a pretty good success out of it. But I also think there's footprints coming from credit cards, and the problem with Australia is that AU domains reveal a lot of detail about the owner of the domain. So it'll have your ABN number and your name and your phone number and all this shit, right? Like Australian domains are just a bunch of fucking cocksuckers, excuse the French. They're really, really hardcore down here with that sort of stuff. So I think there's those footprints. So that kind of ran out of rope. And then it's like, hey, mum, can you register an ABN number with the ATO? I need to start using they got to use your name. What for? We're going to get some domain names, mum.
Yep. Yeah, that's, and that one, it's a little tricky too, depending on the niche, the category, there's limitations there. I offered that because I was on to the next, but it's still effective depending on the category.
Oh, 100%. Like I really pushed the envelope on one. It was True Lopper, right? And there was already 6 or 7 GMBs at this address, right? Ranging from karate instructor to, accountant and hairdresser. I thought, hey, let's just throw a True Lopper in and see what happens. Yeah, I got suspended. I got it reinstated, but, yeah.
I mean, that used to be... I don't know. I haven't tried this one in a long time, but like, remember, like, I know people, it's harder now because there's a lot of businesses at those, what do they call them? Like digital addresses. But Google bases your location off the PIN, it's been a long time since I tried it, but you used to be able to move that sucker around pretty good. So you'd go rent the location, you're getting your postcard sent in, you're getting the pins, giving it some time, and then just maybe move it across, rent the office here in Chicago, and then I don't know, I want to be over here, So it's been a while since I tried that, but I would venture to guess that it's working, just not as far of a distance you can go.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Sure.
Have y'all got these questions that were in here?
I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
even
I'm
see
just saying
them.
there's a.
I
bunch
just
of
keep a
stuff
little
that
bubble to see whoever's
I-
talking.
I shadow W box Chris when he's moving back and forth.
I'm
Chris
sorry.
has been a damn good break dancer.
I've been
Um,
standing here since 7 a.m. I've been here all day.
Standing on desk.
I try to
like
pack in
this.
as much work. I like Thursday's a straight work day. Mondays, Thursdays, and tomorrow. And then every other day, do whatever the heck I want. But from 7 a.m. till 4 in the morning, right here.
Patrick, you have very long questions or condense your question.
Sometimes I just lay right here and then wake up and go at it. Yeah.
When will your new course be out, Holly, per Max? She plans on recording new ones starting in April. Patrick, yeah, I remember that will about the guy not renewing his domain. It was a big mistake. So now he's having to redo it. Wayback Machine will only get you so far. Nowadays, in the past probably 6 months, we back up every website we ever build. So, Patrick, I would go into the weed business and sell to Mike. That would be big bucks.
Man, I got a project for you, man. I want to take you up on that. Maybe I'll bet it. I got a guy. I got another one for you.
Yeah.
It's a cannabis store in LA. No, Santa Ana. Santa Ana. Right? I think it's relatively new, which is why I kind of don't really want to mess with it. But that could be fun. If I win, that's the project.
Yeah, we're dropping it.
I got a fun one
All
for
right, I
you.
know some of y'all have already dropped it. Now that I'm back, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Go ahead and drop the numbers you're guessing, and I'm going to do a random number generator.
Tonight's
So
the
I'm
night I
gonna
win.
make
I
sure
can't
Mike
believe
sees
it.
this. How many people we
I
got?
can
in?
taste
30,
victory.
40. Let's say 50. So we're gonna start 0 through 50. All right, Mike, can you see that?
Yeah. Don't. There you go. 3. Now you press it. It's gonna say 2, 3. Let's go.
35.
Dang, I ain't never gonna win
We
this
go
shit.
all the way back up to the very top, tippy top.
Who hit?
Right,
Patrick still asking questions. Come on, man.
17, 23, 14, 38's the closest. That's Joseph.
Patrick, you capped to 3 questions per per night.
Closest one is Marissa Hadlin right now. She's at 32. If you're putting in answers now, you're too late. You ain't gonna be doing that crap.
35.
Melissa, you won. This is, I think, the second time you won, Melissa.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
gonna wait for her next time. Just
Yeah,
go
you
one
won it,
above.
Melissa.
She
Yeah,
won
she won it
twice.
once already.
Yeah.
Salute.
Now, I'm not even gonna be a hater, but moving forward, you shouldn't be able to win twice like within a week or something. That's ridiculous.
Give me
Nah,
one
that's what I'm
second,
playing.
guys.
If her number hits, her number hits. Or he or whoever it might be. And I don't
I
mean
still
you.
got
I'm
mine
talking
on. I
on
still got
any
mine
other
for
night.
sale, Mike, on the black market, bro. We can still do a deal, man. Okay, I haven't claimed it.
Oh, I
Say
like
again?
how you do that though. He goes to the closest instead of if you don't get it, we're running it again. It's whoever's closest. It's cool. That's a good way.
No, you don't gotta stay out next time. I ain't jealous. Listen, I'll get mine when my time. Tonight I won. I got a beautiful looking website for crazy cheap price. I'm gonna attach a GMB.
Yeah, I told them
onto it.
about that too, because I had to go down there and get this stuff for them, or from the delivery guy, and they were down there. And I told him, I said,
Oh, yeah,
Mike,
that's
will
right.
give you props.
Hey, Palmer, Chris ain't going to New Orleans. Damn, that would have been nice. You ain't going to that New Orleans thing?
No, he didn't. He's not going. He had the
No?
butt.
Nah, but I believe that Holly is going to be putting something together. I will
Yeah.
definitely go to that.
Oh, I mean, my Milwaukee thing? Yeah, I've been saying I'm going to put it together, but I have not yet.
Yo,
Marissa
Holly,
dropped
instead of
me a
throwing it in
support
those
ticket.
cold states, why don't you throw something in Florida?
That's what I want to do. That's what I'm That's
Yeah,
I agree.
but my kiddo Austin's coming, and so
Oh.
we got to do it in Milwaukee.
Got it.
He has a
I think me and Brock are gonna start planning a Florida late in the year type thing.
So if I do Orlando, you're coming?
Oh, hell
Mike?
yeah, Chris, for
Yeah,
sure.
That's what I'm thinking, Orlando. Then I could let little Chris. He could
Play,
go,
yeah, all the
could
kids,
go-
the kid. That's actually a great location
Stay
because
for a
all the
week.
kids and family, if you want to bring them,
Yep,
could, you know,
of course. Want to bring
like
him.
when I go to New Orleans, right? The event is like only 2 days, but then you could stay till Thursday. Then my wife is flying in that day, and I'm gonna stay till Sunday because it's like, how I'm gonna go to New Orleans, be there for 24 hours, and then come back to Florida? Like, nah, I gotta go around and explore a little bit.
I think there's a Ritz there. Let them chill at the Ritz for a week, right? First 3 days, dad's at work, and then the end, that would be so good, man.
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be a nice
Exactly.
little, it's yeah. They're good. So as long as I got the A-OK on that end, I'm okay. It's just a matter of finding it, booking it, pricing, because you don't want it to be bummy at like a Marriott, you know. So it's it's fun.
So other thing, I'm just throwing things out in the air. I was looking at Airbnb the other night for something, and I happened to see this immaculate, huge freaking spot over here. Like, I mean, it was crazy, bro. Like 20 bedrooms, like nuts. And I was like, oh man, this would be the fucking spot to have an ill mastermind, like big boy money, like
that's a good idea.
no recordings. It ain't about like trying to make money, but the shit that's gonna be shared. Like, if you don't come with it, don't come. Not coming here just to be silent. I think that'd be sick. Like something
Wow,
real luxury based.
That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting rent the place right by the water. That sounds
That's what I'm,
even better, actually.
let's make it happen, bro.
That's a pretty good idea.
We
And
get
then,
together. Hey,
you guys
listen,
could
matter of
stay right
fact,
here.
go ahead. Sorry to cut you off, but
No,
listen,
that's-
me and Brock is close
Smart.
and talked about this already. He's on Fridays, you're on Thursdays, I'm Wednesday. You know, he's in the Philippines. Holly is a GMB pro. We should just make that shit happen, bro. Get official, like set the standard. Like,
But I get my
Anyway.
own wing because I don't like people.
say again, Holly.
I get my own wing because I don't like people.
Yeah, of course. You can have your own fucking floor,
And
Holly.
know
You
what? I
already-
have my own wing.
You can have
I
your
just
own
wanted
wing, your
my
own
wing.
floor.
I don't like people.
Maybe they have one of them things, and then it has the mom's attic in the back. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
that's
Like,
what I want.
maybe that might be where I want to be, right?
Your
Smoking,
own wing.
but
Yeah,
not
I go
driving
like
like
tolerate it for
crazy.
a little while, and then I'm like, wait, I miss my computer. I gotta go.
But yeah, that's a thought I had, man. Get a plush spot, you know, and everything can just be
Like that.
shop
really-
talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Part of the shit is like we all getting on the boat, unless you're scared of boats. Like, we renting a boat, we going out, you know, like, gotta build, because
That sounds fun.
I went to one event, Chris, right, recently, aside from when I went to Holly's thing years ago, and the networking was like, I'm not saying the event wasn't good, it was, but the networking super surpassed everything else, right? Like, so if I was to throw an event or be part of throwing an event, it has to be network based, bro. Like, I might start it off with like speed dating, like sit down and get to know everybody, got to get to know each other real quick. Like, everybody give their elevator pitch on introducing
Yo, I
themselves.
like, you got some good ideas. I like that.
Bro, because
That was lacking at the,
I'm
I like
pretty
that
sure
too.
that's lacking everywhere.
I should
Yo,
just get on with you. We should just,
Let's get it, bro. Listen, Palmer, I was at the event, right? And in between breaks, right? Like, people are in the hallway, of course, talking, and then there's other people just sitting there waiting for the next speaker to speak, right? Like,
yeah, but you
I'm
should
not saying
force
there's
them.
anything wrong with it, right? But what I did, walk right up to them. Hey, we haven't met yet. I'm Mike. How long you been doing SEO? Like,
I was
I'm not
chasing
gonna
people
not
down to the
introduce
bathroom.
myself to somebody because they're there, right? And maybe not create a network because they're scared of me because I have a chain, let's say. You know, I'm a big guy, bro. I walk with a certain demeanor, right? But if they'll put us in a situation where we all
You're
sit
a
down
scared
and
guy. When I met you at mine, I was like, whoa, like back off. You are really scary. But now,
Is that why you were? Because I ain't gonna find Holly did keep me a little distant. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
I
shit.
kind of do it with everyone, but yeah. I mean, I definitely was like, he's from the Bronx.
Yeah. Like you could tell when you're around me, like it's gutter. Like, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not from the golf club. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, bro, I think that I think I could bring a lot to, and I don't mean it like just SEO events, just events, period, right? Like the Merlino effect. Like we're gonna make sure that what's really needed is needed, and that's building. The building is where the that's where the money is, right? We all know fucking SEO, or we wouldn't be at the spot. Now, what comes beyond SEO? Relationships, helping each other. Anyway, but if you're interested, bro, me and Brock been behind on trying to plan it. And I know you're a very organized planning type person. So that could be a great asset. And we all, well, you're not in Florida, but me and Brock are in Florida. So that'd be dope, bro.
Where's Brock from?
He's in Lakeland, which is like an hour, not hour, like, so I'm in Sarasota, right? And Orlando's like 2 hours from me or less. And then Brock is like probably half hour or hour from Orlando. He's in Orlando right now, or in Kissimmee, right next to it.
Beautiful place. Such a beautiful place.
The only thing I don't like about Orlando, me personally, is there's no water. There's no beach. I'm a beach guy. I want to go out on the water, but it's still a great place because you got everything else that you need, plus pools. So
Cocoa Beach. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, I keep hearing about that. I never been to Cocoa Beach. That
It's
makes
almost.
me want to- You've been there? You've been there, Chris? It's nice.
No, I'm from Florida. I know that Cocoa Beach is nice. You know,
But you've
I'm
never
just
been there
thinking, what's
personally?
near Orlando? Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
everybody says. Everybody says.
Beautiful
Yo,
place.
Will, COVID is not. Did Will had to bounce? Yeah, I think he left. I wonder when he's able to come fly out here, man. Come check us. Because that we definitely got to make happen.
That would get a hell of a draw.
I was
Hey,
in
Holly.
mine on June 2nd, and he sounded like him and Craig both sounded like they could make it out in June, early
Oh,
June. So I mean, you
nice.
could do that in Florida. It doesn't take that much to get it all together.
No.
Hey, Holly. So when you see me in New Orleans, are you still gonna give me the far away treatment, or are we beyond past that now?
I mean, you're like a big dude compared to me. I'm like a tiny little thing.
I'm a teddy bear, Holly. Come on now.
Well, how tall are you, Mike?
It's like I used to be 6'4", now I'm like 6'3". And Holly, you look pretty like
was
don't
stressed
fuck
out.
with
I don't
fuck
like
with me
when I had a
neither. She
full
was there
ego.
with her little Chicago Cubs hat. She was ice
Yeah.
grilling everybody, like, keep your distance.
But okay, but I
I'm
had
just
an 8-hour day that I had to just.
No, I'm only joking, Holly. You wasn't like that at all, man. I'm completely joking around. I
I mean,
didn't get
like,
that vibe.
Another thing is, so when you pay that much, you have the people pay that much,
You got to
It's
give them
unfair.
attention.
and you're sold out. You have to be on point on that whole weekend. So
And you know
if
what's funny? As you say that, I noticed that you weren't with the people I know that you're the most tightest with, because I was
Yeah.
kind of clicking with them most of the time. So yeah, true, very true. Very true.
Dan, William's given up national packages for 5. That's crazy. That's fair. That's bananas, Will. Bananas. How many pages? Interesting. Bananas.
All right, I'm cutting out. You guys have a good night.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Holly. Good night.
Good night, Mike. Good night, everyone. Thank
All
you.
right, later.
You guys have a
So
good
this is
one.
what happens on Thursdays. Y'all go overtime. Could see Palmer's here. I know Will
Sometimes.
usually cuts things off sharp, 9, boom, done.
Yeah. Well, it's okay.
So this is the after party. Now I know.
It's all good. Hey, have a good one, Mike. Be
Peace
good,
out.
bro. Yep. Peace.
Have a good night,
Getting
y'all.
ready for your course, Mike.
Not yet. But yeah, nah, yeah, I am. Mind mapping shit out. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm scratching my head, you know, as usual. I got my 4G proxy arrived yesterday, my kit,
Nice.
for Australian stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna mess around with that over the weekend and get it all going. And hopefully, man, I'll give Mr. G a bit of stick and start getting me some instants.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, some instance. That's what you're chasing?
Mm.
Ooh. Yeah, well, keep
And a
me
bit of
posted.
success. Yeah.
You do them out there or you get them to work out in the States?
No, out here. Haven't touched the States. I've got a guy actually that wants some. I might try it and see what happens.
So
I've got a
much
few
easier
methods.
over there for you guys.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You can still, like, there's a couple of methods that we tried, you know, that have been doing the rounds and they all got suspended, you know. So I think, not to sound like a chauvinistic pig, but Google's a little bit of a sensitive lass, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they are.
You got to treat her right. You treat her right, man. If she trusts you, she'll give you everything.
That's the fact.
Yeah.
It's just getting her to trust you, right? And how long it takes and how much fucking resources it takes. Such a pain in the ass nowadays. So fucking annoying. You know what? I was in a great ass mood, and then I started thinking about how much of a pain in the ass getting GMBs is right now. So I'm gonna go. I want to keep myself in a good mood because it's really a pain right now, bro. The GMB, like it's funny because if you get a method that's working, it's over there. Then I try it over here and it don't work. And then it's even more upsetting, right? Because I know people that got working methods. I don't know about right this moment, this second, right? But like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I try it, shit don't work. You know what I mean? And it's just the US. I wonder if I should get into lead gen elsewhere, yo. Maybe I need to like broaden my fucking horizons, right? Go hit the UK or step into y'all land somewhere or something. Have you done rankings in the US or only over there?
No, but I've got an Aussie mate that only does America, and he goes okay. Like to him, he's like, man, mi casa, you casa, doesn't matter. You know,
I wonder if it's easy. I would assume it's just easier out there, but that's, you know what they say about assuming, right? Like, I don't want to assume US is harder.
oh, we're getting their ass kicked here too. Like I've had video verifications and, you know, all that sort of shit. But that's because I've been pretty naughty. I've been rushing and just doing stupid shit. Not stupid shit, but just you got to push the boundaries, right?
Yeah, you got to push the needle. If you don't try to break shit, you never find nothing,
exactly.
Right? Like,
if you're not getting the cane at school, man, you're doing something wrong, right? You know, you gotta get out there. And so, yeah. But you got to remember too, Mike, like, you know, I've been doing the rank and rent thing now. I think I did my first baptism of fire about 3 years ago with Job Killer. And times have moved on since then, you know.
I
like
heard of that shit. You were in that thing years ago. I heard about that Job
yeah,
Killer.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of where it all started. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, you just get these sites and you're going to make heaps of money and it's really easy. And fucking 10 years ago, it probably was. It's not anymore. Like now, you know, as Will was saying, you got to treat it like a real business. You got to be serious, man. It's not. There ain't no fucking laptop lifestyle here, dude. It just don't exist. You know, it's a grind. Because Google's getting smart, man. It knows that there's, for every me, there's another fucking 1,000 of me's out there trying to do the same shit, trying to get instant verifications and postcards. And like, you know, if you're on Google's side of the fence looking at all this shit coming through, be fucking red flags popping up everywhere. It's like, okay, we need to get a developer on this, man, write some code and fucking stop that. You know, 2 weeks later, someone works out, wait, it's unbelievable. We're like termites. Some of the shit that these guys come up with to get around it and get these instants, you got to give it to them, man. It's like, dude, you know, maybe you should be cracking safes or something. You know?
It's crazy. It definitely is. Well, listen, y'all have a good night. Graham, always good kicking with you, my guy. Good luck with
Too,
that.
brother.
And I'll kick it with y'all next week. Peace.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch you all tomorrow.